Hey, what's poppin', man? Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Big Sauce McKenzie, concretegenius.com. And I've been waiting on this one, man. This is a special one to me. Just from a professional level. To me, probably the godfather of Gary, Indiana rap. No cap. Independent, Master P of Gary. 20 plus years businessman. Put out his own music. Didn't wait on no labels. Moved how he wanted to move. True story, I was in prison in the 90s. Hadn't seen fam since he was a shorty. Nigga from Richmond, California put me on his music. You know what I mean? Another little homie, G.I. Rail, put me on his music. It was already nationwide. Hadn't even seen him yet. This was in the 90s. So I want people to really hear this and understand this. We really 2022. This man's still active, quality music, looking good, and a pioneer in this game, man. Hit Skrewface, what's happening?
What it do, fam, man? Appreciate you, man, for having me on the show, man.
It's a must. So what we got going right now, fam? I know you got some hot shit going daily.
Shit, right now, man, I'm working on a new album and shit, man. I'm damn near done with it. I don't really know what I'm gonna call it yet. I just, I want people to know I switched my style though. When they hear it, they gonna be tripping like a motherfucker. It's dope.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. What's the ETA on that one?
Man, I'm planning on dropping sometime next month. I ain't got no official date yet, but be looking out for a new Hit Skrewface project in August.
So let me ask you, fam, like, what was the first thing you ever recorded and gave it to a nigga like, man, check this shit out?
Shit, we used to go to this studio in the G, man, called Blue Star Recording Studio.
Mm-hmm.
It was on like 50 something Broadway. You know where the U-Haul place used to be at?
Mm-hmm.
It was behind the U-Haul place. Like, it was low. You had to go behind. It was in the same building, but nobody really knew it was back there. You got to go behind the motherfucking U-Haul spot. And they had a whole motherfucking studio back there that niggas from the hood never knew about. Like, it used to just be like white rock and roll bands and shit like that going fuck with that shit. And one of my partners put us up on it. We went in there, did a freestyle CD and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that shit came out dope as hell. It was just it was the original MCGs. It was me, Daz, my homie Sid, and my homie Groove. Rest in peace to my homie Groove. It was us four. We was the original MCGs, man. We just did a freestyle tape, took it back to the hood, and shit, man, it was on from there because everybody was rocking with it.
Yeah. So what year are we talking with this one?
Man, this had to have been about like 94, 93, 94 or something like that, man. Yeah, real talk. Like I said, we was making.
So not trying to tell your age, but I know you wasn't nowhere near 21. You was probably fresh out. Was you fresh out of high school or still in high school?
I had just graduated high school, I believe. So I was around 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you know what I'm saying? We just used to, freestyle, kick rhymes around the hood, at school, on the playground, shit like that. But we had never been introduced to a real studio, you know what I'm saying, until then.
It's amazing because it's like, I know the life you was living, and I know that like, when you in there rapping, you know you talented, right? But you in the G, everyday shit going on, but you still keeping that belief like this shit gonna take me somewhere because I'm good. Is that what you're doing while you're dealing with the day-to-day?
To be honest, man, I never even looked at myself like I was like a big time rapper or nothing like that, man. I just looked at myself as somebody that was doing what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I was a hood nigga. I was a boss. And I could do whatever I want to do. And that was just one of the things I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So other people looked at me like, when I was running to people, they, oh man, this, that, and the third. But, it just seemed regular to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like, it's a theory, bro. Like, smart people, they don't even understand the stuff they be doing. But, like, you really be doing great things, but you be trying to stack so many wins, you don't even concentrate. You just go on to the next shit. You know what I mean? You don't even acknowledge till it's later. So we rapping, the chemistry's there. When did the first like MCG track like get printed where y'all was like distributing it, shit like that? The first thing on CD.
When we did the Last Days EP, that was around like 1997. By that time,
Okay.
my partner Groove, who I mentioned, he had passed already. My boy said he kind of, you know what I'm saying, went his own way. He wasn't doing music no more. So we picked up Nuki G. And that's the MCGs that people, you know, a lot of people got really introduced to besides, you know what I'm saying, people that was circulating through the hood, you know what I'm saying, people we was dealing with in the streets. It was called The Last Days EP. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but yeah, that was the first real distributed CD that we did. We had 4 records on there, you know what I'm saying, and it did pretty good, man. It did some good numbers, man, and you know, had everybody expecting the album and let us know that, you know what I'm saying, we could take it serious, you know what I'm saying, from there.
Yeah, yeah. So like, did your confidence change from the EP to the first album? Like after seeing the response to the EP, the way
Oh
niggas
yeah,
was
no
feeling it?
doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my whole childhood all the way up, people that met me and ever heard me rap always told me I was talented. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just thought it was just some regular shit. But the more of a response that we started to get once the EP dropped, it started to let me know, like, you know what I'm saying, I could really make a business out of this. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, you know, that was my mind frame for that.
And before I go into the music deeper, I want to keep both avenues open because you're a very intelligent dude. I want people to understand your intelligence. One of the smartest men I know. At what point did you like in them 3 years before the EP? When did you dive off into your ASCAP business and your BMI business? Is that when you started doing
Yeah,
that?
basically, see what happened, the first EP we did, you know what I'm saying, we signed a management deal with somebody. You know, we was just happy to be doing something, you know what I'm saying? It didn't go how we wanted it to go, so I was basically forced to learn, you know what I'm saying, what was going on because I had to take the wheel basically, you know what I'm saying? Well, it wouldn't have been no more MCGs, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I just took it upon myself to, you know what I'm saying, learn the things that we need to do to make it, you know, possible on our own.
Mm. That's real shit. Y'all hear that, niggas? Get up off your ass, bro. Like, don't let no man disappoint you, bro. You come in this world by yourself, you're gonna die by yourself. So you gotta take some shit if you want it. Straight up. So when did you start hitting the pavement, like Chicago, regional? Because like I say, niggas in Richmond was on your shit, so I know you was in
Shit.
Cali. When did you really start beating the pavement
Basically,
up?
when we was working on the Last Days EP, um,
Mm-hmm.
I had already been down in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, working with a few people down there, stuff that never really got released, you know what I'm saying, but it was a guy named Big Kev that was from Gary, Indiana that, you know what I'm saying, he taught us a lot about the music, and he was like one of our first producers and one of our first engineers. He lived on the bottom, right over there off of 10th, like over there by Lucky's, you know what I'm saying? He lived over that way
Mm-hmm.
out 10th Street. The same street the Serenity House on, I can't think of the name of the street right now. But anyway, he had plugged down in Atlanta. He was engineering and producing for Eric Sermon and Mobb Deep. What was the group called Illegal? Jamal and Malik. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah. I
doing
remember
stuff
that.
for
Yeah.
them, so he had us come down to Atlanta, and you know we met a lot of people like MC Bree, Jazzy Faye, Lil Jon, a bunch of people, and some of them didn't even have no name at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they was just trying to come up too. You know what I'm saying? Breed already had a
Yeah.
name, but like Jazzy Faye, Lil Jon, them, they was coming to my guy for pointers. You know what I'm saying? He was like really finna be that dude. You know what I'm saying? And he introduced us to a lot of
Mm.
people. So by the time we put out the EP, we had went on tour with Twister, Do or Die, Psychodrama, and stuff like that. So
Mm.
people already kind of knew who we was, and then once that EP dropped, that it did so good, like on a national scale, because we dropped it like right after we did the Gatekeepers with Mike Howard. Shout out to Mike Howard, rest in peace to Mike Howard. But the Gatekeepers got distributed and it sold about 10,000 nationwide. You know what I'm saying? They had nationwide distributed. So by the time,
That's
by the
amazing.
time we dropped our EP, people already knew us all over the country. So the EP did, hella numbers. So when it was time for us to do our first album, that's when I really took over, and I just really just followed the blueprint that I already, I knew like certain areas that was rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of like tried to flood those areas with the music. You know what I'm saying?
So at what point, like that second point, so when you taking over, we talking like, because by the time I met you, by the time I came to the crib, I don't want to jump, but you was full blown ownership, boss mode, CEO mode. That second album, you was already like, okay, I'm executive producing this shit. I'm in control, the rhymes, the beats. That's brilliant, bro, to be so young.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. So what was the first full length joint?
53 Chambers of Danger.
The first full length
53
album.
Chambers of Danger. MCG.
Okay.
Came out like 99, 2000, somewhere around up in there. Like I said, we actually had a couple of deals that kind of went bad. Our first album didn't even drop. That was supposed to drop after the EP with Nuki G. We had a whole album with Nuki G that never dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because of some behind the scenes business that went on, and it just could never happen.
God damn.
But if people would have heard that CD, man, would have heard that album, man, I'm telling you, it was crazy, and it was all beats we made. You know what I'm saying? Like we did everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the game go when
And the game was so tangled then, even back then you couldn't get your hands on it.
See the way it happened, like the label that we was with or the management company that we was with, they was the ones that was funding everything. They had the studio or whatever, and they ended up being in debt with another record label. And dude, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't nobody to play with. He came and, basically just confiscated everything from dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know nothing about it. I come to the studio, like a regular day, and I get there, and there ain't no equipment in that motherfucker. And I'm like, where the fuck the shit at? And they like, so-and-so came and took all that shit, whoopie wop wham, all this.
Hey, that nigga took all that shit,
the whole album, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about he cleaned the whole studio out.
He took the whole motherfucking album, man.
Yeah.
And what dude owed him, the amount of money that dude owed him, like, you down there couldn't blame him. And I can't, I ain't gonna put no names out there, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He was a real dude because he came back around and he tried to rock with us. He gave us some bread. And we was about to do some stuff with him, but then he ended up getting into some legal trouble, and he couldn't do what he promised to do. So then we ended up, having a fallout because it was like, you can't do what you promised to do. Now we got to keep moving, so we gotta, figure out a way to get out these contracts. And once we figured out how to get out the contracts, I just used the money that he had gave us. You know what I'm saying? And I had built off of that, you know what I'm saying? I turned that into way more than what he gave me. And I just used that to put out our own stuff, you know what I'm saying, from there. Yeah.
Keep pumping, yeah.
So
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't know. I mean, I know you remember the song, but fam in Atlanta, right? Our folks shit in Atlanta. I was doing some pull-ups and he like, nah, this nigga from your hood. I'm like, nigga ain't from my hood rapping this shit. Fuck out of here, man. I'm doing this time and shit. And it was the Great Lakes remix.
Yeah, for sure.
You remember that?
No
on
doubt.
The compilation. And he like, man, nah, man. And I was so frustrated. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear no nigga talking about some motherfucking East Chicago talking about, get the fuck out of here, right? And I put that shit on. Nigga talking about 11th Avenue, bro. And I'm talking about in Georgia. I just deboed the tape, bro. Just laid on the bed, closed my eyes, bro. I'm like, damn. This a nigga really from like the block. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else has representation. I was listening to grind. I was listening, and it's cool, it's love. But like to hear somebody I know what kind of bloodline they came from, and the moves hadn't even been made yet, but I just know like when a hustle like from our water get in there, I just know that shit gonna be unstoppable if God keep us breathing, bro. And that's how I felt at the time. So 53 pumping. What year did 53 come out?
Like I said, that was like 99, 2000, something like that.
So did anything else solo or anything come out between then, or what was the next thing to come out after that?
The next thing to come out, we did like a lot of, you know, features with other people. Like one of the songs that stuck out was "Quick to Bust" with Rick Gilla.
That shit was hard, yeah.
The song we did with CCA on the Midwest Thug Niggas, I think it was called Lights Out. You know, the stuff we was doing on the Midwest Mobsters, you know, like that was all the stuff that was going on in between the second project. The second project that we came out with was the Slumping EP. Yeah, so in between that, we were just doing.
Was it, what year was this? 02, 03?
Slumping EP.
Slumping. 01,
yeah, it
02?
been like 02, 03, somewhere around in there. You know, like I said, we was doing like a lot of features and compilations and stuff like that in between. And, you know, just trying to get the previous album, you know, enough life to try to, you know, sell as many records as you can.
Let it ride it out,
out as much as you can. You know, back then, you know, dropping every 2 or 3 years or something, that was like normal for an artist. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit, motherfucker got to be dropping 2, 3 projects a year or more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to keep coming because it's so many people.
You go 2, 3 years now. If you ain't Kendrick Lamar, niggas
so
forgot about your
doing music now, man. It's like niggas ain't making home cooked meals no more. They making microwave shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming.
And niggas got these 5-second attention spans, bro. Yeah. So when did the first solo joint hit?
My first solo album, man. Make Way for the Bad Guy. Man, it had to been about like 06, 07, somewhere up in there.
Yeah. That was the first one?
Solo album. We had the MCGs, had 53 Chambers of Danger, the Slumping EP, and the Second Coming. And then after the Second Coming, I dropped my solo album because we wasn't seeing eye to eye no more. And that was part of the reason why I still was moving slow too, because, you know, niggas didn't really want to work for some reason. I don't know. Oh shit, my bad. I thought you was passing that shit. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? What you know, what was on their mind, but I knew on my mind that I had to keep going. And I really didn't even want to be a solo artist. I wanted, you know what I'm saying, I was cool with the group name because I really just wanted to be a CEO. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put artists on. Yeah. That was really my whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was basically forced to be a solo artist because my artist didn't really want to work. You feel me?
Yeah, never. You know, and see, a lot of times with that, I remember that too, because at the time, like, I remember, like, I don't even know if you remember when you first pulled up on me when I was out? You don't even remember what we...
I think.
Nah, we was at Broad Ripple.
You right.
We was in Broad Ripple.
Right. You right.
We was in Broad Ripple, and I was on some retarded ass Big John solo shit in the middle of the night, and you seen me, you was like, "Hey G, you don't remember me?" And I'm like, I know you, and I know it's love, but you gotta tell me I've been locked up. And he was like, I'm such, and I just grabbed you, I started talking, and he was like, whatever you need, bro, just call me, you out here, bro, you ain't by yourself. I swear to God. Cause I was what? By myself.
On everything.
And niggas don't understand, right? This interview right here, like, rap has changed, right? When we came in the game, right, if a nigga said some shit, you was like, oh, right, that's them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Really be
like, it was some sense of that validation to the shit. Now
Or at
it's
least
like,
we thought you really had to be that.
it's like niggas that's rapping now, they think all the niggas dead. Like, we don't know the truth. We know
Right.
the truth. So before I get off track, we met, I think that was like '03. I guess the first one hadn't came out. And what a lot of people don't know is that your son, you the original Birdman, like father, like son. Your son, one of the best rappers in the country, doing business with national
No
rappers.
doubt.
I mean, I remember when he was a baby, you was maintaining a life, looking out for 30, 40 niggas. Me too. Playing motherfucking, getting your ass
Don't
smacked on
lie.
2K with this nigga sleep
Don't lie.
in the middle of the night.
I used to have your ass over there sick, nigga.
I used to be mad as hell. Man, I
Niggas
keep
be
this nigga
like
in my
they
house till
cheating.
5 in the morning trying to
Them
beat this
niggas
nigga on
cheating.
2K. Boy. Cheating. Man, I cheat, unplug the game, fucking hands slow as fuck. I'm getting old.
I ain't played it. I ain't played it in a
But
couple of years, but I bet I still get it.
man, my son started knocking dust off my ass. I started feeling like I
I
got
still be
arthritis.
getting capped. He can't get me.
You
I
can't
still
get
get
it.
it.
Hey. So we got Make Way for the Bad Guy. And then what's the one after Make Way for the Bad Guy?
The saga continues.
Shall continue. That's the one with the old school,
Yeah,
right? You
it's
leaning on the old school.
like a light blue caddy. I got on like all black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had the
Yeah.
braids then and shit. Yeah.
That motherfucker was hard.
Yeah,
That's the one
hell
my
yeah,
shit was
nigga.
on. Trust me, ain't it?
Yeah, hell yeah. I said, man, folks ain't about to use this motherfucker. I'm finna put this motherfucker on my shit. They about to hear this shit.
They didn't call me like, man, use it. I'm like,
Yeah.
please use that motherfucker, bro. I ain't doing nothing with that motherfucker. And you jumped in the booth with me, bro. Like, you could have been like, man, this nigga don't rap. Niggas don't know nothing about this nigga. I'm an established nigga, man. You jumped on the track with me. No questions asked. I ain't asked for $1.
I see
It was
it,
easy
nigga.
money.
I already had been knowing you from the dirt, so it wasn't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
Like anybody
yeah.
from over the
And
way,
I
you know what
love
I'm
being
saying?
around
If
you,
they was
bro.
trying to do that type of shit, you know, anybody from the city, period. If they was on that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to fuck with them. I was trying to support their shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I was never in competition with nobody from Gary. You know what I'm saying? And if you go back and you study my work, you will see I damn near work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But when you check out other people's shit, you don't really see me on their shit. You feel me?
Fucked up, y'all. Y'all hear that coming from 11th Avenue, y'all. That's fucked up.
I
We've been taking care of all y'all. The whole city leaning on us. Our back's tired now.
Come
Just
on, man.
say hi or something.
Like everybody from the city, that,
Now,
you know what I'm saying, I felt like was a good artist, you know what I'm saying? I tried to at least make sure I had one song with that motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying? Like when they first coming in, motherfuckers already know me. I heard your shit, I like your shit, so fuck it. People that know me finna know you. Come on, let's do this record. You smell me? That's just what I was on.
and this nigga being modest, man. Concrete Genius. This is my shit, bro. This nigga was paying niggas whole bills and shit, bro. Had niggas on his label, bro. Taking care of niggas, man. Put food in niggas' mouths. Humble. I ain't never seen this man ask not now nigga for one dime about Gary, Indiana, bro. And that's on God. That's on me. Like never. Like my little homie was my big homie. And took it upon himself to step up to be my homeboy. So y'all hear that? Like, never. Never ask a nigga for a dime. Come over, nigga. Hey man, fam, I broke my foot. Oh, nigga, I'm gonna come see you, bro. This and that. Nigga, I'm in the house by myself, bitches. Hey man, I'm gonna come see you, bro. Play the game. Y'all niggas ain't doing that, bro. Y'all only around when the champagne popping. That's why niggas moving around. It's just what it is. Now, a lot of people don't understand, bro, like, without getting personal, because, you know, we older, but your reputation is really respectable. You know, we from 11th Avenue, we from IVH, I'm from GV. You already know how my respect for Ivanhoe is, bro. We ain't gotta go down
So
there. Like I
likewise,
love
nigga.
y'all niggas. It's
I
always been a
said
second home
likewise,
for me.
nigga. Shit,
Hmm?
that was next door. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Uh,
That was next door. And y'all niggas understood that crazy shit. Like, I come out, Ivanhoe start talking about niggas' mamas. Them niggas get some popcorn. Like, they wanted that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted that 3 in the morning crazy shit. Like, they fed me and they took care of me. Like,
so
Romy, all my niggas, like,
free
I
that
love
nigga
y'all.
Romy,
So,
man.
a lot
Shit.
of people,
Real shit. Yeah.
free Romy for real. Free
Yes, sir.
Summer Out, free Romy, free everybody.
Yes, sir.
Free all the guys.
All
If
of
you
them.
kept it real, if
You
you
know
ain't
what I'm
keep it real,
saying?
nigga, you gotta do what you gotta do. Your niggas gotta free you. All of them. Hey, listen. So I want to say, like,
Yeah.
now you making this imprint, right? How did I'm gonna tell you another record that gets slept on too? The video you did downtown, that shit was hard, bro. The
Are you
Roy
talking
Lee
about the
shit.
Gary?
Niggas
You
act
talking about
like
the
that shit
Gary?
wasn't hard. That shit,
Yeah.
yeah. That shit was hard. Yeah. That shit was hard. When you was naming
Yeah.
all the Ivanhoe OGs,
Damn,
that
what the
shit was
fuck is
butter,
the name
nigga.
of that song, man? Oh, yeah, so BMF freestyle, man. Shit. Yeah.
I remember that shit. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. And why y'all niggas be trying to act like niggas shit ain't hard, man? Retweet that shit, man.
Hey, they,
Come off
hey,
that share button, nigga.
I ain't
I done
gonna
helped
even
you
lie. When
fight,
that
nigga. I done
shit
fed
dropped,
you,
though, they
nigga.
was fucking with that shit hard as fuck. Yeah, I promise they was fucking
That
with
was
that
fucking with
shit
that.
hard when that shit came out. That was before a lot of people started showing their jealousy and their true self, and people started getting like real attention, and motherfuckers just wanted all the attention to themselves. You feel me? Like it just got crazy after a certain point. But when that dropped, motherfuckers was fucking with that shit hard.
They was fucking with the I know you a G nigga with the hands, but they was fucking with the
We
we
winning
winning shit,
song.
the Wayne Blaze joint.
That was like kind
That
of
shit
one of
was
the
hot.
songs that started making certain people feel a certain way and shit. It was weird as hell, bro. I promise you, it was super weird, bro.
Hey, so was it what you think made was it the attention that song brought too
I,
many bitches talking about you
I
too
don't know
many because
what
you
it
know most of
was.
the shit about the bitches. What
I
what
don't know
what
what
made
it
it
was.
happen?
I
Because
don't
you've
know if
been
motherfuckers
respected.
thought I was saying they was losing or what. Like, but that ain't what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying I was winning. Shit, it's more than one winner. You know what I mean? It's everybody could win at the same time. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your mind state. If you're a winner, you're a winner. You feel me?
At Gary, Indiana, we not in competition with each other. G. We never have been. Hey, so a lot of niggas get their hood pass from fucking with you, man. And 11th Avenue is a proud place, man. We've lost a lot of soldiers. We grew up standing outside Value
No
Mart
doubt.
asking to carry somebody
Carry
cart for a quarter,
bags,
carry their
$10
bags.
bill,
Like
yeah, I
y'all don't
remember all
understand
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. They don't understand the pride and where we come from. So let's talk about the ESGN era. How did you get involved with it? You know what I mean? What made you
Man,
first get
basically,
involved with it? How
man,
did that start?
me and dude, we already had records together because, you know what I'm saying, I had met him through some mutual motherfuckers. They was doing a compilation and shit. I heard his shit on there. And just like any other artist from the crib that, you know what I'm saying, was up and coming that I thought was hot, I reached out to him, you feel me? He ain't the only one, like, same procedure with so many people I can name them. But, I heard this shit I fucked with, I reached out to him. So we ended up doing a few records together. It was cool or whatever. You know, I heard some shit about him that, here and there, but as far as, our relationship, what I'm saying, like it was good. So once he started getting a little national attention or whatever, he asked me to be a part of a group he had. And it started off as a straight slam. A lot of people told me don't fuck with it. Them ain't your type of people. Them niggas some hoes, this, that, third. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? This is a good look for Gary. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look past all that. You know what I'm saying? And just do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Get the city known. You feel me? For music and try to create an industry in that motherfucker. You feel me? And you know, it went from there, basically.
Yeah. So I mean, it was some heat, you know, for the other shit, like just the quality of the music. When shit was good, you know, it was making me proud because it was some
Oh
real
yeah.
heat in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like y'all niggas was doing some real good shit. So at what point you decide like,
I
man,
mean,
fuck this
really,
shit, I'm done.
it was just so much shit going on, man. Between different people that was in a situation and their egos and whatever it was. It just got to the point where it was like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't even really worth, you know what I'm saying, being around because nothing productive was coming up out of the shit. And it was like only one person was really, you know what I'm saying, benefiting from the whole shit. So it's like, why are we dealing with all this extra bullshit for nothing? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I was doing better, doing my own shit. I should never even fuck with that shit like people told me from the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that told me that they was right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta admit that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad move. You know what
You
I'm
know, that's the
saying?
good thing. The hard thing about being,
I said it was a bad
what'd you
move.
say? I hear that last
You
part.
just gotta admit that shit. You know?
Well, the thing about it, fam, like we raised to protect niggas from our side. Like we ain't no whole ass niggas. Even if we can't beat the nigga, even if you can't beat the nigga that just beat me up, you like, come on, man, let's go back. That's how we raised. So we put that kind of love out in the atmosphere in environments that ain't our environment no more. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas ain't raised like that. None of these niggas. On no honor, no code, no looking a man in the eye, putting your life on your look like. When I look you in the eye, nigga, I'm giving you my life on what I said. They ain't grow up like that. So, you know, you being a smart guy, you got to move around and get away from that shit. Now, you left, things was cool, when nobody saying nothing. You know, I said, like, you the reason a lot of rappers could come back to Gary. A lot of niggas couldn't come to
Couldn't
Gary
come.
without your stamp.
They couldn't come
And
to Gary
that's just
or
the
Napa.
truth.
I promise. Shit. Real shit.
Right. So in the art of two gangsters, right? Normally in life, if I have a disagreement with a gangster, the last thing I'm gonna do is say something about it because it's over, right? I don't want to piss the nigga off. What made a nigga bring a bunch of innocent people minding their business into the business and made it personal? Was it just jealousy or was it just the envy? Because you supposed to have all the trappings of life you claim. Why are you dissing us from the 1-1? I don't understand
Man,
it.
I just feel like, no matter what a motherfucker got, no matter what a motherfucker do, a motherfucker could never be. And that shit just bothered a motherfucker, you feel me? At
Mm,
the end of the day, you could portray it
mm.
all motherfucking day, but
Damn.
you'll never be that. So that shit right there hurt a motherfucker feelings just to see a motherfucker around them that's really that. You know what I'm saying? And really ain't even got to do too much and still get the respect that you want. You see what I'm saying? So, that's how I look at it.
Mm. And not to mention the the relationships you had to navigate on your face card for
Oh,
another
yeah.
nigga. Street shit though. This ain't Takashi 69 shit, bro. Like we live in real life shit. We gotta respect everybody. So um I just think this man deserved a lot of fucking flowers. I just want to say anybody, man, like stop playing with this man name. Like a lot of people care about this man. Like I'm a podcaster, but this my nigga. Like let's be grown up around here. Like let's stop playing. Cause we know we don't play when we in the city. Same jokes I crack in the city. Everybody can't say that.
Motherfuckers ain't about to say half
So
the shit they say on this internet in a nigga face. You know what I'm saying? And the
Hey, niggas be Richard Pryor on the internet. You see them
motherfucker
niggas,
had
nigga don't
20
say nothing. Nigga
motherfuckers
don't.
with him. I could be by myself. I bet you, motherfucker, don't. I ain't tripping.
Hey, hey, out of them 20 nigga, how many
Shit,
of
I
them
don't know,
niggas
but
getting a
I know
paycheck
at
to be a
least
rap?
I know at least 10 or 11 of them would be like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it, OG.
Hey man, and I'd rather go out like motherfucker Cleo and set it off, or I got pay a nigga to be around me, dog.
Real shit.
We real out here. So let's talk about. I want to talk about one of my favorite projects, man, and I don't want to skip over nothing, but like this one here, I feel like you left the earth on. You don't get a lot of credit. The OG, you know what I mean? Like I feel like you was in a different headspace. Was you just really at that point like? What was your mind state making that album? Because that shit was
I
just
mean,
like
I just had to let
on some
motherfuckers
2.0
know.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? If you listening, you gonna know that I'm the originator of this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can say what they want to say, but niggas wasn't doing what I was doing. Like, and they wasn't, like, they might could rap about it, but wasn't doing it. Or they might was doing it, but can't really rap. You feel? But I could do both of them motherfuckers and more. You know what I'm saying? And was there from the jump, from day one. You feel me? So you gotta give it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. There ain't no disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But some people I ain't never even seen in the streets still to this day, and we fucking 40 something now. You know what I'm saying? All I was seeing them niggas that was some rap shit. You feel me? I was in the streets all
Now,
that
damn
time.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, and this is a concrete genius side note. I've been seeing this nigga
Always
outside since he was
outside,
about
even
7
when I
years
wasn't
old. So
supposed
he
to
not
be.
lying.
You know, I was supposed to be on the porch. I was gone. I'm getting my ass whooped.
Hey,
I'm
we
getting my
sneaking out
ass
and you
whooped,
sneaking
nigga,
out.
because I want to be outside, nigga.
Bro, you was outside so much. You was telling me shit I was doing when
I
I was
remember that
15.
shit.
I'm like, how the fuck?
I remember all that shit. I used to be watching all y'all niggas that was older than me. Peeping y'all out. Real shit.
Hey, and I appreciate it because on some real G shit, bro, you one of the last little niggas that still got that Black Panther shit that we got, and it's like, man, it's really about them 3 M's, bro. It ain't just about
For
naming one
sure.
of them. Like, you got honor to this shit. Like, in 2022, niggas don't understand when they don't stand on their square, they a liar, and I cut them off. They be like, oh man, let's talk about it. Ain't nothing to talk about. Bro, I've been knowing you 30 years and I
Right,
ain't gonna
real
never do
shit.
no
And
shit I
keep
can't
that
look you
shit
in the eye about.
1,000. Motherfuckers know what it is.
Keep that shit 1,000. So what we got coming from Hit, and I want people to understand, man, you know, we talking, I'm laughing, but this man, what year did you first open your own studio,
Shit,
fam, that
man. Had
other
to been
people could
like
record in?
2008, 2009, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I really
So
honestly,
that's 13
I,
years,
I,
man.
I did it because it was a lot of people coming down here from the crib and they ain't had nowhere to record. You know what I'm saying? They come down here trying to do music. A lot of them calling me and
Yeah.
they asking me, where can they go record? And then when they try to go record over this studio or that
Yeah.
studio, motherfuckers acting weird and shit. You feel me? I used to have to go all the way back to Chicago to
Yeah.
record. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, you know what? Shit, I'm finna just get a studio, open it up to the public. You know what I'm saying?